Let's Nightfall, episode 17, and this week's Nightfall is the Shield Bros. Pretty easy solo this week, a little on the long side because of the boss fight, but all in all pretty easy. Here are the modifiers this week: Epic, Small Arms, Fresh Troops, Match Game, and Airborne. As far as setups go, primary-wise, I would use whatever your favorite primary is. Secondary, I'm going to be rocking a sniper rifle, and then for heavy, Gallahorn. Gallahorn is the way to go. If you're brand spanking new to this game and you don't have Gallahorn, I would go with your best rocket launcher. As far as subclasses go, Hunters, I'm going to be on Golden Gun up into the boss fight, and then I will be switching to Night Stalker. Warlocks, you can kind of do whatever you want to. I would personally rock Void Bomb with a Vampire build during the boss fight. Though if you want to rock self-res, if you are a lower light, that's perfectly fine as well. Titans, I would be on Bubble the entire time, but if you want to rock something else, then rock something else. So when you come in this first room, you're going to have a bunch of Scions up here on this top deck. Try to take them out as quickly as possible, because once they start splitting, that will just get really annoying. And you can take them out way further back than I did. I kind of just came up, but you can't take them out further back. And then on this lower level, you're going to have a bunch of acolytes. Again, if you're a lower light, be careful if you're not taking them out very quickly and they start to spawn acolyte eyes. Those will wreck and do a ton of damage, so just be aware of that. Once you take out these acolytes and the little Scions here in the front area, head to the back area. You will have more acolytes, and you will also have a Centurion. Remember to jump with Airborne on. Remember to jump when your rockets are about to impact. That way you can get more damage. Same thing with grenades. Anything like that is kind of going to have a delayed effect. You jump in the air or jump as you're throwing it so it explodes, so you get that little bonus. Warlocks, you'll have a lot of fun this week. If you got like the Nothing Manacles, you could do double scatter grenades. You could also do double solar nades if you want to be on self-res. You're making sure to jump when those things are impacting. You're going to do a ton of damage. Hunters, if you do have access to Celestial Nighthawk and you're on Golden Gun, I would switch to that now. With Airborne on, you're going to do a ton of damage with your Golden Gun Super, especially Celestial Nighthawk on. That way we can take out one of the tank's leg very quickly, and if you're running low on special ammo, you're saving that much more special ammo to help take out the other 3 legs. So you should be able to get about 2 legs before the ads start to push up on you, and just stay behind this pillar. When you hear him shoot, move a little bit to the left. You can get hit still. Most of the time he'll hit this little pillar that's in front of me right there, like he just did right there. And then you can kind of poke back out. You see the ads. The ads are starting to spawn in. They're starting to rush up. I can hear the Cabal right now. I'm just trying to get that second leg, and here come the Cabal. Once these ads come up, guys, just fall back to this area right here. Use your grenades. Primary with small arms on. Your primary is going to absolutely melt enemies. So just use your primary, use your nades. I would try to save your rockets, just heavy in general, until you're in trouble at all. It's nothing going to be too overwhelming. It's just some Scions, just some Phalanx. Hang back. If you're getting into trouble, they will not push past this little solar flame barrier. So if you're taking damage, you want to wait for a pack, you want to wait for your super, just fall back and hang out. Don't put yourself in any danger. Don't rush up there in that area where they're swarming in like this. So once you clear out the wave of ads, you'll have a little lull time to go back out, do some more snipes. The tank will he'll maneuver to the front end of the room here, so I know it's hard to see, but he is there in the front of the room. I'm going to do a slight fast forward here. You're not missing anything. It should be slow enough so you can still see. Just killing ads. You'll know when they're not there anymore. You'll have some lull time. So you see there's some lull time. No new ads are coming. Okay, let's move up. I'm going to use my super again. So if you are sniping Titans and Warlocks, do 1 or 2 snipes. Once he starts to rev up, so you see how the orange, his gun will go from blue to orange like he's revving it up. Once you see him start to rev up, hide behind the pillar. Most times he won't even shoot. It will just go back to blue. Pop out of cover, you do another shot or 2 on his leg, and you just rinse and repeat that. And once ads start to swarm in, you'll be able to hear them and you'll be able to see them coming up to this upper area. Then fall back. Be careful moving back through the flames. I've done that numerous times where you're kind of low health, you hit a flame, and then you end up burning out. So be very careful. It is a small little walkway right here to slip on through. So, okay, we took out those major Scions. I'm going to move up again. The tank has barely any health. I'm not even going to waste my time doing the special ammo. I'm just going to use my heavy because I saw I am going to be gifted that heavy box in the back, so I'm not worried about wasting any rockets. Okay, so the tank is down. Hopefully they give you that heavy box in the back. A lot of the times they do, but not every single time. So hopefully they do hook you up with that heavy ammo box. That way you don't have to waste a pack and you'll have full heavy. So once you take out the tank, you got to go back around where you initially were. You'll have some more taken spawn. Just take out the phalanx and then take out the blight. And then once you do that, you'll be able to run on by. There are some acolytes down low. There'll probably be an acolyte IR2 that is up. You also have this little centurion guy, so be aware of that with the little ogre balls. Those things will wreck. You can just run on by from here on out. I'm not going to kill these acolytes. You can kill them if you want to. Doesn't really matter. Even if you're going for the gold tier, the sunrise icebreaker bounty, you're going to make up a lot of points in the boss room. So if you don't want to even waste your time with those guys, you don't have to. So here we go. I'm going to do another little slow fast forward here. You're going to go on quite a run. And once you get to this next area, you are going to have some taken. Focus on trying to take out the taken wizard as quickly as possible, or the tortured wizard, because she's going to be giving those little shadow thrall after you, and those guys are going to be annoying. They're going to block rockets, just like that. Again, when you're shooting your rockets, make sure to be jumping into the air. Once they're about to impact, you get that airborne bonus. Rockets, they're going to make really quick work of her. Then there's going to be some scions. There's going to be some acolytes and some cabal. Very easy, very quick, nothing too overwhelming. Just focus on taking out that wizard quickly just because the shadow thrall are annoying. Do another little fast forward here. You're not missing anything, just taking out some of the ads. Then I'm going to move up and just stand by the door. Again, if you don't want to kill those ads, don't want to waste your time with them, then don't waste your time. Just go stand by the door. It will take it a little bit to open, but it will open up, and then you'll be able to just run on through. Again, if you are going for the gold tier, you don't have to kill all the ads. You're going to make up a lot of points in the boss room. So once you do your ghosts, the bosses will start to come out one boss at a time. Now we're going to go over to the hill to do this entire fight, but if you're brand new to Destiny, once this guy comes out, what's his name? Valas Maul? I don't know how to pronounce that. Probably butchering it. If you kneel down, he won't be able to hit you. So you can see he's hitting over me. Just if you're brand new to Destiny, so if you have like a shotty on or a sniper or whatever, you can just do a couple shots. Just make sure you're kneeled down. So we're going to go over to the hill, and he's just going to kind of ignore you and stay at bay. Sometimes he'll kind of come up to that area right there, but as long as you're shooting, he will backpedal and reverse back over across the room. So you're going to be safe on this hill from the bosses. You're not going to be safe on the hill from the spawns of ads that come in. So hunters, I just used Golden Gun. After clearing out this first wave of ads, I'm then going to be switching to Night Stalker. The first wave is very, very easy. You're going to have some scions on the far end of the room. You saw me shooting them. And then you're going to have some phalanx on the right side of the room that come out of this right door. Again, use your rockets. Your rockets are going to be key to clearing out ads quickly to make sure you do not get overrun. You want to take out those scions too, because they're a little Hyukit arc blast that goes on the ground that can travel up the hill and hit you. They are very dangerous, so just be aware of that. If you are rocking Night Stalker, I would personally have on Vanish instead of Smoke, just in case you get into trouble. That way you can go invisible for a couple seconds, get your wits about you, recover some health, go grab some ammo and whatnot. So you see how I'm going from left to right to left to right. So the very tip top of the hill, I'm on the left side of the hill, which is the lower portion. I know it's not much of a hill, but now I move back to the right and you see how he's staying at bay. So to get him to kind of move out, just move down the hill to the left. So you see how he's moving out, he's starting to move towards me. Once he does that, I'm moving back up to my right to the top of the hill. So he's fleeing now, and here comes the second wave of ads. Again, make sure you are using your rockets. You're going to have a Centurion with a solar shield with match game on. That's no biggie with Galahorn, and your primary is going to be melting through these guys. You will have some more Scion spawn. This second wave is very, very easy. The enemy waves in here aren't very hard. The last wave is the hard wave, and you're going to have to make sure you have full heavy and your super for that. But here we go. That gives you an example. I almost died there, and I'm almost going to die here again because my shade stat wasn't cooled down. So the Scions, their little Hyukit blast, that thing can come up the hill. So be very aware of that. If you're low on health, they can get you killed. So the second wave and the first wave are very, very easy, guys. Very easy. They're not overwhelming. They're not difficult. You got rockets. You got supers. You got nades, you got your primary. Don't forget that small arms is on. I was kind of forgetting throughout the fight that small arms was on. Small arms is going to allow your primary to do a ton of damage. Again, once the second bro comes out, Valis Tarum, probably butchering that as well. Make sure to get back to the hill, and we're using our sniper rifle. His attack is not going to hit you. If you're back on the hill and he's in this spot right here, he's going to allow you to snipe him over and over and over, and his attack is not going to hit you. Reinforcements are inbound. We're on the third wave. The third wave is another easy wave. Always focus on the right door before the left door, because the right door enemies are closer to you. They're going to have less time to get to the hill. So try and take out a couple of those enemies, then rotate to left door like I just did, then rotate back to right door if there are some enemies that are lingering behind. This is another very easy wave. The third wave is, I'm going to do a little fast forward here. Now before this fourth wave, guys, I want you to make sure you have a couple rockets. Okay, you need some rockets. This fourth wave is a dangerous wave. So I'm going to run around. I know it's a little fast forward, just looking for any ammo. You can run around, come back to the hill. Make sure you have rockets. Make sure you have your super. This wave is dangerous. So here we go. He's fleeing now. The second brother's fleeing. And now we have the fourth wave. And the reason this is dangerous is because there's going to be a couple majors in this wave. It's not super difficult, but you have the extra majors. You're going to have some shielded Centurions, and they have the solar shield. But with Gallahorn on, you're going to be melting, guys. Again, remember to jump. There's just quite a few enemies with this fourth wave, and you have the majors, so it can be one of the more difficult of the waves. It's not super difficult, but just make sure you have rockets and make sure you have your super. Be prepared for it. Don't go into it unprepared. Again, you control when the ads come. So if you don't want ads to come, then don't shoot the bosses. Don't take their health down. So here we go. Both of the brothers are back out. You are solely focusing on the Charizard brother, Valis Marul, or whatever the hell his name is. Focus on him. Ignore Blastoise. We're ignoring the blue dude. Do not shoot him at all. So you'll have 4 waves, and then you're going to have 2 more waves. So you're going to have a 5th wave and a 6th wave. The 6th wave is the hard wave. The 5th wave coming up is very easy. You don't need full heavy or your super for that. Your primary will do just fine. So while we have some time here, so basically, you're going to do like a third of your damage on Charizard when he first comes out, right? Then you'll have the first wave of ad with the Scions and the easy guys. Then once you take him to about past half health, the second wave will spawn. And you do the same thing with Blastoise. Do about a third of his health. Next wave will spawn, half health. The next wave will spawn. I know that might be a little confusing, but I didn't really mention it why we were going. So that just allows you control when these ads spawn, guys. You control everything. It's not like they're just going to come. It's all by the boss's health. So if you don't want to shoot them, don't shoot them. Just hang out. You're waiting on a pack, waiting on your super, just chill out. So you saw there, that wave was really, really easy. It's just some Cabal, a Scion here and there. You want to be prepared for the last wave. So once we kill Charizard, the last wave is going to come, and they're going to come out this left door to our left, and they're going to come through the boss's bubble. Make sure you have full heavy and your super. Titans, I would definitely be on bubble. If you were on hammers or something before this, I personally would just switch to bubble, guys. I would. That's just me, especially if you're under light. Have a blessings bubble, have full rockets. Warlocks, have your Nova Bomb, have your scatter grenades ready, have full rockets. Hunters, have your Night Stalker ready, and have full rockets. So I have a minute 40 to wait on this pack, and I'm going to wait the entire time to make sure I have full rockets. All I'm doing, guys, is dwindling the boss down. To get him to move out from cover, move down the hill to your left. He'll come out of cover. Once he's starting to kind of head towards you, move back up the hill. You can stay up on the top right of the hill and just hang out, which I'm going to be doing. I'm going to fast forward here. But if you want him to come out of cover, just move down the hill, comes out of cover, pop a couple shots, move back up the hill. He'll go behind cover. Okay, super fast forward here. Just waiting on that pack again. Popped a pack. Make sure I had full heavy. Made sure I had my nade and my invis nade hunters just in case I had to hide. Have my super ready. They're going to come out this left door. Make sure to wait for them to come past Blastoise's bubble, because you don't want to waste any of these rockets. So here they come. Reinforcements are inbound, and there are a ton of them. Here they come. I'm waiting. Okay, they're out near the bubble. I'm popping my super. Now you're going ham with rockets. Make sure to be jumping. Airborne on. You will melt with Gallahorn on, or basically any rocket launcher on. Obviously, Gallahorn's going to be better than a regular rocket launcher, but you're going to make quick work. And there we go. You're home free. Once you take out that wave of enemies, there are no more ads. You're home free. You're in the clear. You're in friggin' chill mode. as Blastoise is super easy to kill, and he's not going to come and slam you or anything like that. Well, he does have a little melee slam if you get too close to him, so just don't get too close to him. Keep at about a 10 to 15 feet range, and you'll be good to go. Be careful with rockets, because the last thing you want to do, if you shoot that outside the bubble, it's going to kill you if you're close enough. So I pulled a couple, one or two, I think, shots here where I cutting it close. That one right there, dude, another second, that would have slapped his little bubble, and I probably would have killed myself. So just make sure to be careful when you are shooting those rockets. Again, small arms is on, so just use your primary. Just got to run in the bubble, guys. Do a couple shots. He'll jump up in the air. Make sure that you see where he's jumping. If he's jumping above your head, bail, because last thing you want to do is have him land on you. He will do a ton of damage. So here we go. We're doing just the last couple shots here. So the 4th wave and the 6th wave are the dangerous waves in this strike. More so the 6th than the 4th. The 4th really isn't too bad as long as you got, 1 or 2 rockets. And with small arms on, your primary does a ton of damage. Again, you control when those ads spawn. So don't shoot the boss if you're not ready for him yet. And there we go. We've done it. You've done it. And remember, make sure when both bosses come back out, ignore Blastoise. Do not do any damage on him at all until you take out Charizard. Let's see if I can get these gauntlets. These gauntlets look pretty cool. If you got a skeleton key, Titans, these gauntlets are pretty sweet if you're brand new to the game. Ew, auto rifle reloader? Gross. We can fast forward to the reward. I hope this video was helpful and helps you get it done this week. Very easy solo. A little long because of the boss fight, but very easy solo. Don't need it, but I'll take it. Infusion Fuel. Have a good one, guys. See ya.